Yesterday I was doing Uber. I mean, the guy that was in the Uber car, the guy was Ubering. We started talking about smoking and drinking, and he started telling me his history with smoking and drinking, and he was telling me about how he used to love it, like he used to love doing it, and this and that. And he said now he can't even stand the smell of smoke. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. He said he can't stand the smell of smoke, marijuana, none of that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, okay. So I told him my history. One of the first things I told him, of course, that I never smoke or drink. Like he couldn't believe I never smoked. He's like, you never smoke or drink? I said, nah, because you guys know if you guys, I've already told you guys before, but just in case you don't know why I don't smoke or drink. The smoking, of course, came, from remember I told you guys about the cop back in the day from the McGruff program and how he scared me. How he said, if you do this and this will happen. I mean, he had me thinking if I took a puff of smoke or something, like I was going to die or something. Like he really had me. Like he got one, but I don't know if he got all the other students in my class, but he definitely got me. So for years I didn't do that. And then the drinking, I told you guys that I had a situation when I was younger, and this guy I knew was being real aggressive towards my mom. So I kind of thought that he was drinking, and I thought that was the reason why. So that's why I didn't do that. But I explained all that to him, and my history personally with smoking and drinking was sort of unique to him. So I figured, like, hey, you know what? Let me share this with my my YouTubers here. Let me share this with my YouTubers. When I was younger, like smoking and drinking was considered like a serious taboo. Like throughout the years, as far as like the commercials, I even remember cartoon commercials promoting not drinking and smoking, and because this had happened to you and that happened to you, this and that. Now that was my younger years. I say probably from the ages of probably about 5 until about 15. Now when I got 15 years old, my friends they would drink and smoke, but I was still cool with them, of course, and they were like some of my best friends. They were like, your friends in high school, you know, you, your bond is so tight, it's so tight. So they're just your friends. They're like brothers to you. So they would do that from time to time, not a lot, but then people that I knew that I kind of looked up to, they would do it too. Older, some of the OGs I would talk to, one of them always kind of had a drink, just that brown paper bag, always had that, had a lot of knowledge and was very charismatic, but always had that drink with him, you know what I mean? And of course, like some of the older guys that was like in their 20s and I was like 15, 16, would drink and smoke too. So, as I got older, around 15, 16, I was like, okay, this is just what people do. You know what I mean? And it just, I didn't really, I kind of got numb to it. I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. Probably all the way through high school. I didn't do it, of course. I didn't do anything, but I guess kind of got numb to it. But then as I started getting older, like in my early 20s, I was like, oh, this is how people find a way to deal with life. This is how they relax. I was like, oh, okay. So that brought a different understanding. I still didn't do it, of course. I've never drank or smoked, but it definitely made my tolerance for it in my young 20s a lot more tolerable. And I had even dated. I remember this one girl that thought I wouldn't date her because she called herself a weed head. And she was like, yes, I'm a weed head, this and that. Like she was like really like dead serious about it. And I was like, didn't care about whether you was that or not. I never dated her because like she really, because I didn't drink or smoke, it really threw her off, and that happens. I could tell you stories about how me not smoking or drinking allowed me to not get certain women. Yeah, I could tell you about. We could do that another time. You guys want to hear those type of stories? I'll let me know. I'll put it in the comment section and I'll do it. But yeah, I might just tell them anyway. Who cares? But put it in the comment section if you guys want to hear those type of stories. But yeah, I just didn't. I just kind of grew numb to it. But now that I'm 39 and I'm starting to eat better, drink better, drink more water. Still working on it, of course, but just starting to drink and eat better. I'm really, really realizing like how bad that is for your system, like more than I ever had. I don't judge people for it. I don't knock people for it. You know, a little bit of this and that here and there. I don't think it's bad, but I know some people. I'm sure we all know some people that do it like way too much, and I'm just saying like, man, I explained all this. I have ran this down to him. You know, more detail because I had more time. And it was a long ride. It was a long ride. I think he had to go. I live in Delaware. I think he had to go to the Philadelphia airport, so it was a long ride. But yeah, when I broke it down to him, he was like, he said, "Man, that was an interesting journey." He said, "You know what's wild?" He said, "You don't even smoke or drink." He said, "Man, you need to tell people about this journey, man. This smoke." I'm like, "For real? Is it that serious?" I was like, he said, "Yeah, man." He said, "I ain't gonna lie, man. You kept me interested the whole way when I was talking about it." So I was like, "All right, you know, I'll tell my YouTubers, man." He said, "Yeah, man, drop a video about it." So this is how this video came about today. So, you know, hopefully this interests you some, and you know, maybe it in some ways you know it would you know, provide some clarity to a degree, and but at the same time will provide some understanding that, you know, doing a whole bunch of drinking and smoking is probably not the best idea, especially doing a whole bunch of it. Not a bad, you know, opponent I was going up against. Threw a lot of picks, threw 5 interceptions, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is your boy Launchpad 1412. If you guys want me to do more videos like this where I'm just talking, just let me know. This kind of might where the channel might go to a degree. Your boy